Series 2, Episode 2. We've got a great guest today. Clint plays golf, is that right?
Golf with Clint, but that's
Golf
I'll
with
take
Clint.
over the intro. It's fine.
Golf
Welcome to
with Clint.
Twin2Win, Season 2. Let's go. We're overseas today.
We've
Yeah,
got a
love
professional
it.
in the house.
We've gone international.
International. That was Lee's
I'm not
song
singing
from last
again.
week.
No, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember doing that. You just sent me the clip and I was like, oh, I'm singing. Okay. Fair enough.
Clint,
Brilliant.
we've been talking about this for ages, haven't we?
Oh, from the moment you released the podcast, I was DMing
Yeah.
you saying, "Can I be on the podcast?" Because I loved it immediately. Love watching you guys on Instagram and like
Oh,
I want to
thanks,
be
man.
part of it. I want to talk
Appreciate it.
golf all the
we
time.
were desperate to get you on. It's just been one of those one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
you're here.
every episode that came out, I went, I guess I wasn't on that one. And then last week, we've been talking about it and I'm listening. And then last week you didn't say, next week, golf with Clint. I went, wait, that's me. We're doing it. Let's go.
Yes.
I have no idea when we're recording this, but let's go. I'm excited to be here, to say the least.
I love
Talk
that.
golf
Yeah,
with some people.
we're really excited to have you here as well. And I know you love talking golf, so
I took a second job so I could talk more golf because there's not enough people in my life that want to talk golf with me. So I figure I'll just go work at a golf shop and then people are coming to talk about golf.
Yeah, that's
we'll
it.
get onto
That's
that.
it.
We'll definitely get onto that.
Perfect.
Unlimited golf
Lee.
talk. Amazing.
Lee, you
Ben,
look like
let's
you're going
go.
to say something.
No.
You look
It's
like
just
you're
my
going to say
face.
something. That's just your
No.
general expression, is it?
Yeah, if I was,
Okay,
it wouldn't
so
have been
should-
insightful.
So how did we come to get an international superstar on the podcast? Obviously, we've never, well, you know,
Yeah,
just
but-
take the praise. Just take the praise, Clint. Instagram. So we met through Instagram, didn't we?
We met through Instagram. I started my Instagram page 13 months ago. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah,
But,
same,
uh,
pretty much.
about the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
I had 30 followers and then I got a follow from Hoops to Golf.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah.
And then he put me into that group chat. I think I was one of the first 3 people he put in that group chat, along with Chico, who I got to play with last fall.
Yeah,
Awesome.
nice.
A tall golfer,
Yeah.
89. So, and then everybody
we've
else
played
was
with as
quickly
well,
added
actually.
in and met you guys through that group chat. So, shout out to Henny. Thank you for making that and connecting so many people. I mean, worldwide. Met people in that group chat
Literally,
from
yeah.
Australia, Denmark, everywhere. It's been
Yeah,
fantastic.
and he did that, and they're very keen to come on the podcast as well. They're also.
I saw that. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
I beat him.
Henny,
I
if you're
will play golf
listening-
with him one day, and I will hold that over him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henny, if you're listening, we did it in priority order.
Ben said that. I want that noted.
So Clint, talk us through your golfing journey. When did you first get into golf? Were you forced into it, or was it like love at first swing, or what? How did it all happen?
So one of my first memories is in a golf shop in Oakville where I grew up. And my dad was having one of his, I think it was a 7-iron or a sandwich. I can't remember which, but he was having cut down for 5-year-old Clint. And
Oh, awesome.
I had a golf club in my hand at that age. I was a little tall for my age, so he snuck me into a one-day golf camp. I think it was just some summer thing where like he was playing at the course and they're like, we're watching the kids for a day. So there were like 30 kids. You have to be 6, which my sister was. I was a little under the age limit and I, enjoyed the day. I was upset that my sister won the putting competition and I didn't make my putt, but neither here nor there.
Obviously, yeah.
According to my dad, the pro who was watching over said, just leave him alone. He'll be fine. Which may explain why I've never had a lesson in my life.
Okay.
From there, a couple weeks later, I went out to a small little 9-hole course with my dad. And there's one par 4 on this course, elevated tee box, and there's people down in the fairway. And I'm like, can I hit? And he's like, yeah, you won't hit him. And I flew the ball over there. I don't know.
Love
They
it.
might have only been like 100 yards out, but carried it right
But
over
you're
top
5
of them.
years
They
old.
turned around. He pointed at me. He's like, it was the kid. And everything was okay. And then I didn't play golf again until I was in high school.
Really?
My
Oh,
dad,
really?
yeah, I got into hockey. I was in Canada.
Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Went to school, and my best friend's dad had played in the NHL, and he was
Wow.
obsessed with hockey. So I became obsessed with hockey.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Who's your team?
I don't have one anymore. I'm not obsessed
Okay.
with hockey anymore, man. No,
Oh,
I played
okay.
hockey. I played hockey up through the 7th grade,
Yeah.
and then I switched into basketball. And I like to say that basketball is my first love, but golf
Mhm.
is my true love.
Okay,
So,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
We'll do the same about football.
Yeah, well, I love
Soccer.
football too. Hopefully, West Ham can beat Ben's Spurs coming up, and make a fight.
Come on, Clint.
It was going
I'm
so
all
well,
over
and
this.
that's the end of the podcast, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm all over this, Clint. Come on, you Irons.
Yeah. So then we picked golf back up in high school, playing the Tiger Woods video games with my buddies all the time.
Love that.
And then took it out to the course, and the course that my dad took me out to, Pines of Georgina. It's a par 3 on the first hole. I pushed a iron shot way off to the right, land like literally 4 inches from the base of a tree. And then I chipped it to 2 inches, made par. I was like, Dad, it's an easy game. And then I shot like 120. But, I was kind of hooked from there, loved it, and would just, by myself go out to the pitching range or full range and just play for hours. Then after university, took a job at a golf course and grounds crew. The year after that, moved into the pro shop and tried to get my card and turn pro then. I had visions of becoming a teaching pro and just couldn't quite get the scores I needed.
Yeah.
And just wasn't in the right place of my life to have the correct attitude for golf. You gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how tough it is to,
Had the round of my life, and I walked off mad that I missed the putt on 18. So, it wasn't the right place.
Okay.
And then through a few different circumstances in life, I ended up not playing for the better part of 8 years. Okay. And then I came back to golf in the fall of 2023, partly because so many people took it up through COVID. And I'm out here playing basketball with guys who played college basketball, and they're out there showing off their swings on Instagram. And I'm like, you're the most athletic people I've ever met. How come you can't do this? Golf is easy. Why can't you swing a golf club? You're so athletic. And I was just upset with what I was seeing. So I wanted to come back to golf. And then I did. And I wanted to come back and just be happy. I just wanted to be happy with the game of golf and enjoy it. And I picked up some used clubs. Didn't even buy a driver. Just like, I've got irons. It's all, I just want to get around and beat bogey golf. And then that became too easy. So
nice.
Bogey golf is like, the way I keep myself happy is if my score is better than bogey golf, I'm going to go on and have a good day and I'm not going to worry about it. So I can not practice. I can play with my eyes closed. I can shoot bogey golf. No problem.
Yeah.
So then I needed another goal. So then I said, I want to break 80 again. The next round I shot 79 and went, what am I going to do now? Like, I'm not satisfied. I'm happy, but like...
Yeah. Were you still without a driver at that point?
I'd picked one up, but I wasn't using it.
Yeah.
That was spring of 24. And then got some new clubs in 24. And kind of, I shot even over 9 at a friend's bachelor party that summer. And was like, be really nice to break par one more time in my life. So that became the new goal. And then took a job in the industry, and now the goals have changed again.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to say it's been 5 serious seasons over the course of 30 years. And, now that my knees can't play basketball, I'm just so thrilled to find a sport that I can look at and think about getting better, even though I'm not getting younger.
That's all we want to do, though, isn't it? Every golfer just wants to get better. It doesn't matter what handicap you get to. What is your handicap at the minute? Have you got a handicap?
So you have to pay for a handicap, right? So I was using a handicap system.
Out. Sorry, the dogs have joined me. Out.
I was using a handicap system up until the early parts of this past summer, and I was playing off of about a 6.
Okay.
Now I use the Grint, and it suggests that I'm somewhere between a 0 and a 3. But I feel like it's just lying to me to get me to spend, and then it'd be like, you're a 5.5.
Yeah.
So
which is still very good. But...
I'm somewhere around a 5 or a 6.
Awesome.
If you ask me, I'm an awful golfer just trying to get better.
Okay, if that's awful, then wow. Yeah.
Good golfer is defined as someone who's better than me, because it's not me.
I'd say the same thing. It's
Well,
levels.
Lee'd say-
I didn't say good golfer defined for me. I think that's the
Nah.
definition for everybody
Lee
out
would
there.
say the same thing about me, maybe. I don't know.
No, I do. I class Ben as a good golfer and me as a rubbish one. So yeah.
Yeah, and I
But
class
then-
me as a rubbish golfer and you as a good golfer.
Equally,
Yeah, but-
I play with people like regularly, and they think I'm pretty decent, and they're rubbish. It's just levels, isn't it? It's levels.
You're not talking about Dan, are you, Lee?
No, I'm
It's
not talking about
completely
Dan, no.
levels.
Mm.
Yeah,
When I was at the end of my basketball career, I couldn't play with an 18, 19, 20-year-old anymore. They're just running right by me. And then I joined a
Yeah,
men's
yeah.
30-plus league, and I was an all-star.
yeah.
It's all relative. It's all
Of course it is.
relative. And now
Absolutely.
golf for me, as much as I want to break par again before I die, my goals are shifted and they're more in the golf professional realm and
Yeah.
more
Mm.
equipment based. I'm obsessed with golf and I want to make golf
Yeah.
my whole life. And
So we
more
talk.
and
So
more I'm getting
you're
there.
sorry, Clint. So you said your goals have changed and you're more equipment based. So
Yeah.
we've had like a few chats on text on Instagram, haven't we? So you're training to be a club fitter, right?
Yeah, I took the job at Golf Town to get experience as a club fitter. So my goals now are to work in the industry as a fitter or as a rep for a major manufacturer. And it's been absolutely fantastic. So it's been one hell of a lot of training. I'm nearly
Yeah.
done. I've done a handful of fittings now, and I thought that I was gear obsessed before taking the job. So, podcasts, media releases, club reviews on like everything that I could consume about every club I was
Yeah.
taking in. And then, when I was given the opportunity to actually get the material sent to me by the manufacturers and, get their training on their products, it's been fantastic. And, the
Amazing.
fittings that I've done, am I fitting tour level players? No, but every single person that I've worked with, we've shown improvement so
Yeah.
far. So
Yeah.
that's all I can really ask
I love
for
that,
as
yeah.
I work to get better.
So how did that come about? At what point did you go, do you know what? I want to try a club fitting. When did that?
So I've got a family friend, gentleman by the name of Matt. He is my wife's cousin's boyfriend. Soon enough, they'll be married too, I would imagine. They live together now. So Matt is a professional. He works at a private course here in Ontario. His dad was the tour rep for TaylorMade and is now the tour rep for
Nice.
True Temper.
Okay.
So went over to Matt's dad's house this past summer to hang out with Matt and my wife's cousin Maddie. And he's got a TrackMan bay in the house and saw a bit of the collection of things that he has from
Yeah.
his work. And I turned to Matt and said, "Do you need a pro card to work in this industry?"
Yeah.
And he just died laughing. It's like, no, most people are engineers. A lot of people don't even play golf. Like, no,
Yeah.
you by no means need
It's
to
a
be a
job
pro.
sort of thing, yeah.
And I said, "What job is there where you don't need to be a professional?" He said, "Well, you're not an engineer." I'm like, "No, not at all." He's like, "So it's mostly rep jobs where it's basically sales. You're going around to
Yeah.
courses and doing fitting days and,
Yeah.
representing the product, trying
Yeah.
to move the product." And
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's what I do right now in my day job, but it's not with golf. So how do
Yeah.
I make this change? So I immediately went home, got home at like midnight that day. And I was Googling stuff and found True Temper, their online learning, which is meant
Yeah.
for industry professionals. But I was able to gain access to it and went away, started learning that night.
Oh, wow. That's
So
interesting.
every manufacturer that had learning available,
yeah.
I just started doing.
It's dedication.
And
Love it.
from there, I approached Golf Town because I knew that I needed fitting experience. There's only one way to get it. So walked in, said, "I've got a 15-year experience in retail, and
Yeah.
this is where I want to go in golf. Can we combine the two? You help me, I help you." And they said, "Works for us. Let's go." So
So
Oh,
is
wicked.
Golf Town like is that like a big chain in
yeah,
in
it's the
Canada,
biggest
America?
one. So it would be like PGA Superstore or it's American Golf over there.
American
Yeah,
Golf,
American
yeah.
Golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
So same
sort of thing.
kind of shop. So just before my first shift, I had done all of the manufacturer's training, except for
Yeah.
a couple that were behind payables where I had to submit a pay stub to prove that I worked there before I could do it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Callaway Titleist, Pinglet, all of it was all done before I even started. They call it their master fitter certification. And that's what
Mhm.
I'm working through now. So again, before I started, I was half done that course. The only parts of that course that I wasn't done were the practical parts that I'm doing in store now. So with
Yeah.
any luck, I'll have that training fully done by end of February, middle of
Okay.
February.
So like pick your best brand out out of the brands you work with. No. Bear with me.
Best or favorite?
No. Bear with me.
Yeah.
The best, like, for someone that's interested in getting into that type of thing. What does the training look like from the best set of training you've done with them? Is what I mean by, in a nutshell, what does the training look like?
So, I mean, the training is a lot of it is understanding how foresight or TrackMan works.
Yeah.
There's a
Okay.
lot of numbers that go up there, and to a lot of people, they don't mean a damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
Then we need to understand what does optimal mean. Okay, so for a 7-iron, what is optimal at, what's a fast swing speed, what's not, what's optimal
Yeah.
for each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On driver, how am I going to determine who's going to swing what shaft? What's
Mhm.
a starting point? So there's a lot to understand about the physics of golf
Yeah.
before you even get into what the manufacturers do.
Yeah.
And then what the manufacturers send over, for the most part, it's expanded materials similar to what you're going to see on Instagram. It's release season right now. You've probably seen a ton of videos about QI 4D. The new Cobra stuff dropped today. Ping G40K dropped today.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of marketing spiel about it. So what they provide to us is just that more in depth so we can understand what they've done and how it's going to impact the golfer. So, we kind of understand then what tools, levers are available for us to pull to try to fit. As far as a favorite manufacturer goes for that,
No, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to
I
tell
don't
me.
have one.
No,
just
we're
meant
not
for
going to
the.
make you choose.
I just meant in terms of your training, like pick the best set of training from one of the manufacturers.
Yeah,
Just to
well,
explain it. Yeah. No.
they're all really good. We'll see who actually takes the time to come in and
Yeah.
train us, because the
Yeah.
materials are one thing, and then what
Yeah,
I
exactly.
work to do on my own time is try to reach out to manufacturers to set up a time for me to go in and get fit by their team to see their methods so that
Yeah,
I
got
can
you.
then better relay that in my setting. And so I've had the opportunity to do that with PXG already because they
Yeah.
released so much earlier than everybody else. So I'm working right now to set that up with some of the other manufacturers. In this area, there is TaylorMade, there is Callaway. Titleist has the ability, but they don't have the same kind of performance center that the others do. But, working with the reps and understanding their fitting story is important, because
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard, the word rotation a lot in the last couple days coming out of TaylorMade. So yes, I've read the materials, I've seen everything. I understand what they mean by that and how it's going to be applied. But at the same time, am I going to understand it better if I'm there with a TaylorMade representative walking me
Yeah.
through it and then being able to ask questions? Of course.
Mhm.
So, Golf Town will sometimes set up for a rep to come in where we have that opportunity. I'm at a point where I don't really want to wait. So trying to make that happen outside of work hours as well.
Yeah. God, you're all over it, aren't you? This is
It's
great.
a passion. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
passion.
You can tell. You can
100%.
tell. Yeah. It's more than
I love golf.
just a job what you're doing here. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're very passionate about it. It's great. I love it.
So how does someone that loves golf, how much golf do you get to play in Canada?
Not enough.
Yeah.
I played maybe 20 rounds this past season.
Okay.
I get to play more in the sim.
Yeah.
Right now, there's 6 inches of snow outside.
Mhm.
It's maybe 10 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not optimal for outside golf, but
No.
the sim is nice because I can play any golf course that's uploaded to the sim
Yeah.
in
Mm.
40 minutes.
What? Yeah.
Outside is nothing beats outside, but there's a lot of times you get on the course and you're like, could that group in front of us please just hit the ball or pick up
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
leave or something? There's a lot of frustrations that can happen that just don't happen in the sim. And then there's cost considerations on top of it. Golf's not
Yeah.
a cheap game to play. Green fees are expensive here. Even a lesser course, you're still looking at like $100 on the weekend.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
majority of my golf this past year was me waking up at 5, getting on the range before, at the crack of dawn, and then
Yeah.
hitting. I would shag a few balls, hit them out into the range because that way I didn't have to pay for them, and then hit the putting green and chip and putt for an hour before work.
Clint, sorry to stop you, but I think we might have to explain what shag a few balls means.
Does that not mean the same thing
for
over
our
there?
UK listeners? I know
Shag
what you
is
mean.
a different thing.
I
in
know
this
what you
country.
mean.
I know
but
what
I
shag
think-
means to y'all, but even shagging golf balls is not out there.
It's not a phrase we would say.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
we might need to explain.
what do you
that.
just walk out and collect them?
You could say that, yeah.
Yeah,
So I would walk out into the range, pick up a few golf balls that people had paid for
Yeah.
the other day, and
Yeah.
then walk back and hit those.
yeah,
I
do
don't know
have a
who
shag
came up
bag.
with the term.
I bought a shag bag.
yeah,
Yeah, good for you.
yeah.
Tight this
So-
one, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought, just for your benefit and the benefit of our listeners, I'll
Yeah, fair enough.
because
Wow.
the thing is, we want them to go and check you out on Instagram and follow your page.
It can be
not
that type
like-
of page if there's enough followers.
If enough
but-
people want it.
Yeah, by popular demand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I practiced a hell of a lot more than I played this past year, and
Yeah,
which is great for me. I love practicing probably more
Yeah.
than playing.
So what would you say, you use the sim a lot, right? And obviously now you're looking at the technology and the numbers and all that. How, obviously the lie, out on a golf course is going to be very different. If you're in the rough, you've got trees to deal with, but how realistic would you say it is hitting into a screen?
Just shy of dead on.
Yeah.
The technologies work in different ways. So at the store, we're using Foresight, which is camera based.
Yeah.
So it is taking tons of pictures, but it's only in about a 12-inch area.
Yeah.
Okay. So the spin is dead on for that first 12 inches, the launch angle, all of that, it's bang on. So you're getting very accurate numbers as far as carry goes. Rollout is just a formula. And then, one big thing that matters is spin decay. If you hit a wedge in at 10,000 RPM, by the
Yeah.
time it's landing, it's not at 10,000 RPM.
Yeah.
So you can use cheaper golf balls in the sim and still get an okay result. Whereas, a Pro V1 or a TP5, they are not losing as much spin through the air. So there are some things that just can't be replicated,
Yeah.
but they're extremely good. Like if you're seeing numbers in the sim as far as carry distances go,
Yeah.
and you can't match them outside, it's on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good to know, though. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Putting's a little tough, but
yeah. But you can practice putting really effectively indoors, can't you?
oh yeah, I was doing it last night while my wife watched TV.
Love it. I need to do some of that as well.
So forget the 6 inches of snow, because there's not a lot you can do of that. But me and Lee had a little conversation a couple of episodes ago about what's the cutoff for shorts. But forget the
Okay.
shorts. What's your temperature cutoff? When are you like, I'm going outside golfing, and when are you like, absolutely not?
If the golf course is open.
Love it.
Really? Is it like,
Same.
yeah?
Same.
Now I did listen to this and I had my own thoughts. It's never too cold to play, but there is a point where my expectations are going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if it's below, I want to say 45, 50 Fahrenheit,
Yeah.
my expectations are going to change.
Mm.
And I'm not going to put pressure on myself to perform. I'm just out there
Yeah.
to enjoy golf at that point.
Which was number one tip from my 5 tips to survive winter golf last week was lower your expectations. So,
Yeah, which you haven't heard. Not you, Clint. If which you're listening to this and you haven't heard that, go back and listen to the last
Yeah,
episode, because Lee does his 5 tips, and
Listen
I
to
thought they were
all of
good.
them.
Mm,
Cheers, Clint. Cheers, Clint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
legend.
out in Canada, do you complain more about the weather or the pace of play?
Personally, pace of play. Most people
Yeah.
that I've played with, pace of play.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I think generally, COVID was great for the game of golf as far as participation goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think more people are fair weather golfers than ever. I
Yeah.
think a lot of that crowd, they figured this is something nice to do on a sunny day. And
Yeah.
I'm out here saying, please rain a little bit to get rid of all of you. I would like to have this course to myself.
We really notice it as well in the UK, to be honest with you. Like if I go and play, it doesn't matter what time of year, if I go out and play the course and it's sunny and bright, there's definitely a lot more people on the course and cars in the car park than if it's like just a little bit of rain or overcast.
Yeah.
Definitely makes a
even if
huge
it's
difference.
forecasted, people are just like, I guess we won't
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I am all for growing the game. I want to help as many people get into this game as possible.
Yeah.
It's not when I'm playing.
Yeah, I mean, like without, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But-
Yeah, let other people worry about that. Yeah, I mean, without other people playing golf, there's no golf courses, is there? Because like the three of us can't keep the golf courses open.
No.
The course I used to work at is gone. I mean, real estate in the Toronto area has boomed over the last few years to the point that I'm pretty sure I will never own a house in this area.
Really?
So
Wow.
if people are not going to the golf courses, you know what that space is really good for? Real estate.
Yeah.
And they are going left, right, and center. Courses are shutting down in this area all over the place. And the ones that aren't, they're more expensive than ever, and they need to be packed.
Yeah.
I am no fool about it. We need these golf courses packed, and that's why I'll take a rainy day.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you heard like the course that I used to play on a Saturday, that's been sold and is shut now and going to be turned into houses. Yeah. So it's exactly the same, like a lot of similarities all the way over the side of the pond.
The island's only so big, right?
Yeah, definitely. So should we go back a little bit to, so like just having a discussion with you, it's clear that you put a lot of work in, and you said yourself that you like to practice more than play at the minute, which has got you down to your single figure handicap, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, like, is there a mental shift, do you think, to go from this to single digits? What changed for you? What was the difference that put you down to single figures?
So I think that mental takes a huge part of it. But I was a single figure handicap my first spell round 15 years ago, but I was angry.
So you're one of them, yeah.
So if you can't enjoy the game, regardless of your score, in some cases, like you don't have any business being out there.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Harrington said, are you good enough to be this mad? And I think that really, really matters. And like, if you can't enjoy the game and enjoy the practice of it, you're not going to get better at it. And if you're not going out and putting in work, how can you have expectations? Would you have expectations anywhere else in life if you weren't practicing at something? Well, you know, I think it makes a huge difference, and it allows you to go further. There's no doubt in my mind that 15 years ago, I could hit a golf ball further. I had youth and athleticism on my side in a way that I don't right now. Do I think I'm a better golfer now because of the mental state I'm able to bring to it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm able to go out and practice and, you know, stand on the side of a green trying to chip in and take joy in, that was a close one. Maybe the next one, and just keep going. Or go on a range and, you know, maybe I hit a couple bad ones. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm going to switch clubs, just refresh my mind and keep going, rather than, you know, hit driver, it slices off, and get mad and hit another. And then all of a sudden, anger and determination to prove yourself right is just developing bad habits.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You have to take a proper mental approach to all aspects of the game. And if you can stay positive and enjoy every step of it, you're going to go a lot further, a lot easier.
I love that. That's such good advice, Clint. It really is. Like, you can't play golf angry, can you?
No.
You can't play good golf angry. You can hit a ball.
Terrell had
but
some people can.
The exceptions.
I wouldn't recommend it for most, though. But
but they're the exceptions.
We all know someone who's out there, you know, hitting it 10 feet to the flag and being pissed off that it's not 8 feet.
Yeah.
Not me.
But they are the exceptions, aren't they? They are generally the exceptions.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
And they're not as much fun to play with.
No.
Yeah, that is true. That is really true.
That is very true. Yeah.
I love that. So, what about your golf gear obsession? What's your bag set up at the minute?
Okay, so right now I have a Cobra Aerojet LS as my gamer. It's set to 9 degrees draw. It's an Aldila NV green shaft, extra stiff, 60 grams. It's been tipped an inch. It's playing at 45 3/4. It's great. It's it's going. From there, I'm playing the Wilson CB irons from 2024, and I'm playing
Nice.
those straight from 2-iron down to pitching wedge, and that needs to change. The clubs themselves are not going to change, but I have in them the stock shaft, which is the
Okay.
Dynamic Gold Mid 115 stiff.
Yeah.
That's the shafts I have, yeah.
And I got a little stronger, a little faster
Yeah.
this past year in the gym, and that the tip is just way too stiff. They are not the right build for me anymore. So I'm going to be rebuilding those out with the Dynamic Gold X100. And I'm going to be replacing at least the 2-iron, probably the 3-iron as well. So I've got a couple clubs that I'm zoning in on, and then along with the driver, I'm going to let the data, push me in the right direction. And then wedges are the Wilson staff. They're great. So I play that in a 52, which I've bent to 50, 56, and a 60. I bought them off the shelf. The bounce setup on those work for me. I would like a little less bounce on the 60 for tighter lies and just a little more versatility. But it's fine. They're spinning great. I don't have any need to replace them right now. And then putter, I'm gaming the Wilson 8802, which
I've seen that,
a little controversial. I moved out of the Lab DF3 into... I went from arguably the most forgiving putter on the market to definitely the least forgiving putter on the market.
Yeah.
But I love it.
It's a beautiful looking putter, though, isn't it? It's a beautiful looking putter.
I would rather play clubs that I love that are going to cost me 2 or 3 strokes around than an optimized bag, unless I'm playing for something. And this coming year, I'm going to play for something. So
it's just just my personal preference, but I can look down at a Lab every time I'm putting. But
I'd love to give one a go. I really want to give like the center shaft. I've been looking at the
line balance,
Odyssey square to square.
I've got nothing but good things to say about all of them. I can talk you through all of them. I can help you with it.
Love it. Yeah,
they're not for everybody. Zero torque putters are brilliant pieces of technology, and I'm the first to say that they can take a bad putter and make them a good putter.
Well, that's what I need.
They can't take a good putter and make them a great putter, or take a great putter and make them better.
I think you're talking my language, Clint.
Torque is part of the game. And there are only 3 things to putting: right line, right pace, and then starting it on that line.
Yeah.
So if you struggle manipulating the face and bringing that club back to square, they're beautiful. They will help you, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
They are excellent. They're just not for everybody. Me, I've been playing severe toe hang putters my whole life. I need to feel a little bit of rotation to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And, there's different hosels and mallets that allow for that, like Rory's slant neck on the Spider. Plays the exact same way. I'm not someone who wants to have a face balanced putter, so you're not going to see me with a single or double bend in it. I don't really love the look of a plumber's neck anymore, although I did play the Newport for a long time. So I want something heel shafted that's going to allow for some arc, and it works for me. I would like to move into a mallet for this year that's going to play the same way but have more forgiveness.
Yeah.
But to each your own. At the end of the day, if I'm fitting someone and the data says one thing, but the person can't look down and play it, we're not going with that option.
So I've got 2 putters, and I think neither of them are right for me. One of them's more right, but neither of them are right for me.
I think it's the bit of shit on the end of the putter that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean that's a large aspect of it. I'm not going to lie to you. My putting's actually improved, and it's still shit.
I think a good putter can putt with any putter. There will be
you're
differences.
a good putter, so that's easy for you to say.
You give a good putter a stick that fell off of a tree, and they're going to be able to make punts once they get used to it.
Yeah.
What Sam from Labs said that I love: you can drive a car that is out of balance. It's going to pull to one side, and you can correct it. It's just easier to drive if everything's aligned properly. And that's all that a Lab does. It makes sure that everything is aligned properly.
Okay. But I need that.
So have you been trained to fit putters as well? Is it the same process, or are you just looking at the gaming clubs at the minute?
I've been doing the training. It is a similar but different process. I prefer fitting the other 13.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to it, but yeah, I prefer fitting the other 13.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Cool. Yeah, I got fit for irons, not the Haywards, the previous set, but I've never been fit for a putter. That's all.
No.
But you know, putting's my strong point, unlike Leigh.
So
So
they do that at my local course as well. My local range, rather, AF Golf. They do putter fittings. They've got all the technology. Maybe something I should look at.
Ping does. I mean, they invented putter fitting. I mean, they invented putters as we know them today, basically.
yeah.
And they make it dead simple. They've got their Copilot app that helps with fittings, and they've got a great little process where you're analyzing how much arc somebody puts in their swing naturally, and then
Yeah.
fitting based on the misses. And it's great. Your physical stature is going to come into it, how you naturally swing it comes into it, and then how you're lining up. If you're missing left, right, or you're going, we can fit you into different things, and it is going to help. It's always nice to play something that is built to work with your swing rather than trying to change your swing around it. So, you know, putters, most people aren't going to go get fit. I understand that, but you know, anecdotally for myself, I did buy a Face Balance Spider GTX a little over a year ago because I was reading more and more about why Bryson DeChambeau puts the way he does. And he's very adamant, straight back, straight through, which is great. It's not how I putt. So me trying to force that was a lot harder to work with than me using something that is going to rotate that is more in line with how I putt. So you know, fitting yourself to the equipment is not the way you want to go about it. You want to fit the equipment to you.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, no,
couldn't agree more. So let's go back to Instagram for a bit. So you post a lot of content in a good way, because I thought it's interactive though, isn't it? Because what you tend to do is you have different formats that you go through, but you play 18 holes generally, don't you? So people can follow that match, if you like, and see how you get on. So
hopefully, I don't know how many people do or don't, but at this point, I came to the realization that like, I'm not going to become Instagram famous, and that's probably okay. I feel like I'm just creating a photo album for myself to look back at years from now.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
No,
you know, not a lot, but we know people are out here editing things to make them look a certain way.
Yeah.
I have good holes, I have bad holes, and I'm comfortable with all of it. So I'd rather it all be out there. You know, I don't get to golf that often, like we discussed earlier. So 18 holes takes longer to post.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. But I like it. Like, I'll be honest with you. I don't catch every hole always, but I like what you do, because, like I say, you can follow it along. It's like, oh, there's the next one. There's the next one.
Yeah, and there's some interesting ideas. That, like what you did with playing the same thing with the video game man, and that's a clever concept. I like it.
I'm happy to have come up with that one. I came up with that idea last spring, like just as everything opened up outside, and I sat there all summer going, I hope nobody else does this first. And you know, I play the PGA Road to the Masters game on Xbox. It's basically the only video game that I play apart from FIFA.
Yeah.
And I realized there was crossover between that and TrackMan.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Horvat's out here. Yeah, Grant Horvat, Rick Shields, they'll go up against pros, give themselves a few strokes. So let's see if I can do it on a video game.
Yeah.
No, I love it. So Clint plays golf.
Golf with Clint.
Golf with Clint. Why do I think Clint plays golf?
You got it right last week.
Yeah, I know.
That's right. Anyway. When we had Ali on, I got his wrong as well, didn't I?
Yeah, chasing
scratch, and that's a whole different podcast. Well, that's the same,
okay.
But not his.
If more people see my page because of this, you know, kudos to you. At the end of the day, I don't care. I'm at a point where I just want to network and further my career as a golf professional. And it's just a creative outlet. I love it. I love interacting with people around the world. And I love being able to just reach out to you guys. Or to Mike over in Denmark and just seek outside opinions on golf, on the industry, on product. It's awesome. And then just, you know, throwing the content up there. Again, I like to look back at it.
Yeah.
Before a match that I played last summer, I was able to go back and be like, all right, what good shots have I hit? Just so I can remember that I can play golf.
No, I love that. I love that. And I'm a firm believer in like posting what you enjoy,
Mm.
like not posting stuff like intentionally for views. Just post what you enjoy, post what makes you happy. So couldn't agree more.
I didn't enjoy shanking a shot and then hitting the tree with my club, but I posted
Yeah, but
it anyway.
you find it funny, don't you? Like you posted it because you thought it was funny.
I thought it
You
was funny.
"Do you know
I
what,
said
it's
to
funny.
Ben, "Yeah,
I'll
do you
just
think
put it
this
on."
is funny? I'm going to post
Yeah,
it." But
yeah. Love it.
I love it. What? Yeah, the recent video. All right, we're gonna go do this, shank it off to the right. All right, follow me for more tips. It's like,
Yeah.
I shall
That was
subscribe. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
but
I've
like,
been following you guys for a while, but if that had just come across my feed, I absolutely would have followed that right away.
but like you said, you know, I intentionally set up to record the driver, and I've been to the range and trying to get better with the driver, so I was hoping to get a good shot. I didn't hit a good shot, so I was just like, follow me for more tips. But it's not
Brilliant.
It's not rehearsed.
It's brilliant.
You know,
I
it's
wish
just
I could
like,
be that funny in the moment.
Oh, I love that. We normally do the quick nine. Do you fancy a go of the quick nine?
Let's go.
Yes,
Always ready
and
to play 9.
you've fallen on the lucky side of the coin because you've got Likeable Leigh, not Bogey Ben, to score you.
Perfect. Which one of you hated Augusta?
Me.
Ben.
Can't stand it. Yeah, so if that's your favourite, you're all right. Play the game.
Well, you
Play the
give
game.
your answers.
I'm a man
and
of
I
the people,
will,
and the people can't play there.
Yes,
Okay, I get all that, but you know, I'm not getting into that debate. But yeah,
If I remember rightly, you've got 5 under to beat, is it?
Stu, is it still Stu?
It's a good score.
5 under. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, give your. You already said that you can't remember all the questions, which is fine. But yeah, we just go natural. Give your true answers, and I will score accordingly. And I am Likeable Leigh, as Ben says. But
Hey,
I'll keep track
this
of
is
the
real
score
golf.
for you.
I'm not coming out here with expectations. I'm just trying to do the best I can today.
There's 6 inches of snow outside, like,
Yeah.
you know.
right, so yeah, let's get into it then. So we've got the 9-hole quiz. Question number 1 is, what is your go-to club? Like, if you was having a bad round, or you know, or it's just your favourite club, where would you go? What would you?
Doesn't exist anymore. There's not a club in the bag I fear anymore. I can hit. So a favorite saying of mine is there is not a single golf hole in this world that I can't birdie or double bogey.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way with my clubs. Yeah, I can hit all of them as well as a professional golfer, and I can hit all of them as poorly as somebody who's just picked up a club for the first time.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's no go-to. It's whatever the shot demands, and I'm happy swinging it. I'm not scared
Whichever
of
one your hand drops on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I like the answer. I'm going to give you a par for that one.
Steady start.
Steady start. Yeah, no, it's a good answer. I like it. So question number 2 is, do you have a signature celebration? Say you've just like chipped in from the edge of the green, or trigger. Yeah.
A little fist pump, a little sound. It's all understated celebrations of been there before, because there's not many things I haven't done in this game.
Yeah.
So it's just we're on to the next one.
If you do the pistol, do you blow the smoke? That's really important.
No, I'm not shooter McGavin. No, and honestly, the pistol is rare. I'm more likely to be like, bang, it's down.
Yeah. I like the understated. Ben quite often tells me I don't celebrate.
Yeah,
if I hit a good putt, he'll go, nice putt, and I'll go, cheers.
Yeah, no, my dad at a young age told me, like, you act like you've done it before, kid. So I'm like,
yeah,
okay, yes, sir, no problem.
I like that very much. You're getting a birdie for that one, because that's a bit of me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you're 1 under through 2. So the next question is, what is your dream golf course? And well, we've kind of just touched on my answer previously, but what would be your dream golf course?
It's been the same forever. It's the old course at St. Anne.
Yeah.
It's the only bucket list item I have for my whole life. And then a distant second behind that would be Cabot Cliffs and Cabot Links out in Nova Scotia. But it's the old course. You know, I love the history of it, and that's the course I go to play on Tiger Woods. That's the course that I've read books about. That's the course that I'm obsessed with. That's the course I want to see. And I do not want to see the town of St. Andrews unless I have a tee time. if I have to go to Scotland and I have to walk into that town and look at that golf course and be so close and not play it,
Yeah.
I will not be a happy person.
Have you ever been to Scotland?
I have. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love Scotland.
A lot of good golf courses in Scotland.
I haven't played a single one. One day.
Clint, come over. Me and you will play St Andrews, and Leigh can sit at home dreaming about playing Augusta.
Let's do it. Sorry.
I mean, if Clint's flying over and you're going to play St Andrews, if you think I'm sitting at home, you are very much mistaken.
I'll be coming to the UK at some point in the future. It might take me 5 years, but I'm coming, and then there's about 12 of us that are going out to play. Yeah. No excuses.
Or it would be amazing. Anyway, so back to the we're going for old course. Yeah, it's got to be a birdie. So you're 2 under through 3. What is question number 4? What is your lowest ever score?
70. It was par 71.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
missed the putt on 18 to shoot 69, and that's when I was young and angry, and I walked off mad about missing the putt.
Wow.
And I didn't give 70 the respect it deserved at the time, and that's why I'm hoping to once again break par before I die.
I'm confident you will.
Okay, so given the fact, so what was you playing off then? It's not relevant, but what was your flight 6 then? Did you say something like that?
Somewhere around there. I wasn't keeping a handicap at the time.
No. So and then you've shot 1 under. I mean, I have to give you a birdie for that. So
don't call him Likeable Leigh for nothing.
How can that not be? Shot 1 under. How can that not be a birdie?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm just saying that's a birdie. So you're 3 under through 4. So Stu should be thinking, yeah.
This is when I normally block one outright. Let's go.
So the next question is, this one might be a little bit harder for me to score because, like, given that you're in Canada, but your favorite golf course. So your favorite one to play.
My favorite one to play. I've only played it twice, and I'll be honest, it's not the best golf course even around here. But my favorite course to play is Glen Abbey.
Yeah.
Home of the Canadian Open for a very, very long time. But I grew up in Oakville.
Yeah.
The elementary school I went to is 400 yards from that course. I would bike by that course every day looking down at the valley holes. That is my favorite golf course I've ever touched. Yeah. And the day will come when I play St Andrews, and they will be tied at the top just for personal reasons. Yeah. That golf course has gone to hell. The people in Oakville will tell you that. The Canadian Open will tell you that. They're rarely there anymore, but it's home.
Yeah, no, it's obviously I can tell it means a lot to you. I don't know the course. I'm probably
it's
never
the course that Tiger hit that bunker shot out over the water.
Yes, yeah. And you played there twice, did you say?
Yeah.
I'm going to go par, but appreciated. So you're 3 under through 5.
Yeah.
Question number 6 is a hole in one. Do you have a hole in one tally? Have you had a hole in one? No holes in one.
No, I have 2 shots that have finished an inch from the hole.
Yeah.
I have holed out from about 145 yards a couple times, but never off of a tee.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll give a par for that because a hole in one is like not something that everybody does anyway. So
I could play the best golf of my life and never get there.
Exactly.
I have control over playing St Andrews. I don't think I've got control over the hole in one.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you'll do both.
So yeah, that's like I say, that's got to be a par because that's like standard golfers. Most people haven't had a hole in one, so that's a par. So you're still.
I need a couple birdies to finish it out.
Yeah.
Is it?
3 left to play.
Yeah. So question number 7 is, what is your longest drive? And I personally think, given that you play a lot of sim golf.
Don't do it.
No, I think, and we were talking about how accurate it is, why not?
Hey, you're judging.
Okay. Clint, what's your longest drive on a course and sim?
Okay. Longest drive on a course, I can't tell you. I can tell you the longest green that I've carried and held. It was the 340-yard drive. Yeah, I have hit longer drives than that, but I wasn't measuring them back in 2010. Yeah. The longest drive I've hit on a course recently is about 325, and in sim. So
come on,
you gotta go with me on this. So in the simulator, there's courses in Montana that are at like 20,000 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this particular par 5 was a little over 700 yards. I think it
Okay.
played about 90 yards downhill.
Yeah.
So after it landed, it caught a little slope and it rolled down to 505.
That's fine.
Yeah. But like you look at the TrackMan numbers, it'll tell you your flat carry. It was only like
Yeah.
a 287 yard carry.
Yeah.
It was a good drive. It was
Only.
not my best drive. It was just
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that though. It was only a 287-yard carry. Okay.
But I know that what I can do with a driver is aspirational to most.
Yeah.
But the data I'm going as I rebuild my driver is I need to be able to average 295 carry.
Certainly aspirational to me.
I'll level with you. I've hit. I've only gone over 300 yards twice, and I think other than that, I've gone over 280 like 3 times. So
I'm tall. It's like cheating.
yeah, I'm not tall, so
I'm 6'4" with long arms. If I couldn't hit
Yeah.
it 300 yards, it'd be a waste of a body. Like it's not deserved. Let's just put it that way.
of course it is. Of course it's deserved. Right. Well, I'm still going birdie for your longest drive.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I
fair.
enjoyed the story of the 500-yard one, but I don't think we can base it on that. But other than
No.
that, yeah, driving 300 and what did you say? 340 yards.
It was a
Right.
340-yard hole, and I carried a bunker that was in front of the green, landed it on the green, and it held.
That's birdie worthy, definitely. I mean, you've got 2 holes left. You're 4 under, so you've got a chance to beat Stu from Stu Talks Golf, or at least equal. So, question number 8 is your favorite YouTube or social media golfer. Do you
Or
watch?
channel.
Do you watch any YouTube
Or channel.
stuff or channel?
You know what? I'm going to give a left field answer regardless of the score. But
Okay.
when I was coming up, you guys remember Anthony Kim with his big flashy belts?
Yeah.
So when Anthony Kim was in his prime, he came to the Canadian Open, and Mike Weir held a charity event on the Wednesday. And Michael Jordan came to play. And I took a pair of Jordans and waited out for Michael Jordan to sign my shoes, just like everybody else there.
Yeah.
Anthony Kim walked up, and he was my favorite golfer. Like, he was my go-to in the video games. And instead of Michael Jordan, I got Anthony Kim to sign my Air Jordans.
I love that.
Yeah, he's made his comeback. He just qualified for Live Again
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
2
that.
days ago. He'll respond on Instagram. He's a great down-to-earth guy.
Yeah.
His opinions don't hold with a lot of people, and that's fine. I respect him as a golfer, and one hell of a story. And he launched his YouTube page today. So
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched a single video yet. There's only the one
Yeah.
out.
But you're gonna go.
But long-time favorite professional golfer. And then other than that, I would have to say Rick Shields, because his videos were part of what brought me back into this.
Okay. Well, I respect both those answers, and I love your story as well. I'm going birdie.
Unexpected. Let's go.
No, it's not. Rick Shields. Come on.
Anthony Kim.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know. But he said Rick Shields as well. But Anthony Kim. And I appreciate his story as well. But the fact that he signed your trainers and that you said he responds on social media and his new YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
I like that.
He's a
that.
YouTube creator now.
I'm gonna do this as a short and send it to him.
Yeah, let's do
go.
it. Let's do it.
My guy.
Yeah, I like it. Let's do it. So you've now tied with Stu Talks Golf. So unless you get a bogey on this one, which
I might. I'm known for
Leigh
it.
doesn't give bogeys.
My favorite
Oh.
thing to say on a golf course is I can make bogey from there.
Well, I don't know. I think you'd struggle to get a bogey, but we'll go. So the last question is your dream scramble partner, and
Okay.
So initially we were going. You're just saying your scramble partner, but a few guys have done a 4-ball and then picked one of the 3. So
I've got a scramble partner in a match lined up.
let's go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, this was the one question I remembered. And the
Yeah.
scramble partner I'm choosing is Par Progression UK, because I think the two of
Yes.
us could give the two of you a good match.
I
Oh, yeah.
absolutely love that. I
Yeah.
absolutely love that.
He's only on Instagram like once every 3 months lately, but
Apparently
Yeah.
he's got some big news coming though. So
He's a blast, man. He's
Can't
a
wait.
blast.
Yeah,
We've
no.
met him. Lee's played with him, and we've met him. He's an
I've
absolute
played with him a
blast.
couple
I
of
remember
times.
the whole Where's Ben campaign. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That
if
was
you know,
funny.
you know. But
Ben was supposed to be coming, and he dropped out last minute. And
Me and
damn,
Par
that
Progression
iPlayer
UK.
stopped him.
We're going to play the two of you in a scramble.
That's awesome.
And let's go.
Maybe not at St Andrews though.
No.
No.
I think no offense to Par Progression UK. I know you used to have to prove a handicap. I don't know if that's the case. Not
No.
sure he can get on St Andrews, but that's all
No
right. We're
offense
still
to him,
going
yeah.
to victory.
Well, sorry, Stu, but he's just got an eagle on the last hole.
Well,
Come on, how
Let's
is that
go.
not an eagle?
Let's
I
go.
love it.
How is
7 under.
us two and Par Progression
7 under.
versus and Clint rather? That's awesome.
Is that the first eagle?
We had a
No.
hole in one. We had
We're
a
gonna
hole
have
in
to-
one. But that was
right.
for the pros. We've
He
got a
got an
different table
eagle.
for pros and for
What?
like,
how many? He had
amateurs.
8. He's had
So
8
if I get my
hole-in-ones,
pro
is it?
status this summer, will you change which leaderboard I'm on? Or will it forever stay as amateur because I'm an amateur today?
Yeah, I
No,
think
he'd had
James
9 hole in ones.
does it 9.
So,
Yeah, James, we both
Yeah.
knew. I have lessons
Yeah.
with a local pro. Yeah, he's had 9 holes.
So
in.
I gave him a hole in one for 9 hole in ones. I
I
thought that
barely
was
have
fair.
9 eagles through my life. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, you're top of the leaderboard.
Awesome.
Results don't matter. Just wanted to be here talking golf
Yeah.
with y'all.
And I love that answer. That's another eagle.
Well, the plan was whoever's top after 18 quick 9 matches will
Yep.
win a little trophy. So but
How
you're at
many
the
are
top
we
at the
in?
minute.
How many are we in now? Because we haven't done it on every episode. What is that? We done?
We've done it every guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're on 6.
And you and I have done it as well.
And the two of you, you're like 8 or 9 now.
Yeah. So when we get to 18, whoever's top, they'll get a little prize.
Happy to be leader in the clubhouse.
You are the leader. Of the
Never been able to
clubhouse.
say that before, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Nice.
Worthy leader as well.
Yeah, very worthy. Yeah. Listen, Clint,
Appreciate it,
it's
guys.
been absolutely awesome having you here.
Yeah.
It's
Finally.
been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
No.
And if you don't follow Clint, go and check him out.
If you don't,
He
then
says he doesn't
why
want-
don't you, for starters? But
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna get it right this time.
And
I'm frantically checking Instagram, Golf with Clint at
and
Golf with Clint.
Harrison, you need to get on it because if nothing else, he's a hammer the same as you.
And if anybody out there don't even need to follow me, if you have questions about golf equipment and want to talk about it, just shoot me a message. I'm here for it.
Love
I've
that
done
as
it.
well.
I've done it a bunch of times. You won't regret it. Reach
No,
out.
and
Yeah.
he genuinely
Yeah.
will as well because he's such a nice guy.
No,
Come
I
on, you
just-
irons.
Let's go. I was going to
Whoa.
wear West Ham colors on the show today,
Was you?
but
It's
they
not
don't
on
deserve
telly
it.
in the UK on Saturday, so I won't be able to watch it. But I'll be listening to it.
Yeah,
How
I'm
dare
guessing
they-
you'll get it, won't you?
They advance in the FA Cup, but can't take points off of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, that's
I'll
football.
be thinking of you when Conor Gallagher scores on his debut.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm obviously actually not a West Ham or a Tottenham fan, but I'm
No, you
definitely
get to
cheering
enjoy
on
life,
West Ham.
and that's fine.
Mate. We can still throw it away. This is Arsenal. Don't worry about
Yeah.
Oh, you're only going to qualify for Europe.
Yeah.
it.
Dear.
No, well, I've been to one West Ham game in my life. I was telling Lee this before you got on, Ben, and
It's a
it
good
was back
story,
in
Ben. You're gonna
2010
love
when we beat Spurs. So we got relegated that year too, but at least I got to see them beat Spurs.
Dr. Tottenham will always help you out. You're in need of a
Pick you on
doctor
with the
this
header in the
weekend,
22nd minute.
So,
Yeah.
It was a great day. Great day.
Not for me. I remember it well. It wasn't a great day for me. Yeah.
And you guys still finished well above us that year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all
Oh,
is well.
right.
I mean, Scott Parker won Player of the Year while getting relegated that year.
Yeah.
And then he came over to y'all. So
and then he went to Tottenham. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
we still have golf.
That's the end of another episode.
Yeah.
Thanks
it's
for
been an
having me, guys.
absolute
Really
blast, Clint.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for coming,
Good
man.
luck. Good luck with your journey. I look forward
Thanks,
to hearing how it goes on and keeping up with your posts. But yeah, thanks so
Likewise.
much.
This is the one episode I won't be listening to.
Really?
Other people will. They'll tell me how to do it. I don't want to hear my own voice.
Yeah, there is a bit of that. There is an
You get
element of
used
that.
to it. You get
Yeah.
used to it.
Appreciate
I
it,
have to
guys.
listen
We'll
to
talk
mine
you soon.
over and over and over again because I do the editing as well. So by the time the episode comes out, I'm so sick of it.
Good on you for being able to do it. Soon enough, this podcast will grow big enough that you'll all be sponsored by Cali, have your own editors, and it'll be fine.
Well,
Love that.
I'm not
Love
sure,
that.
but we appreciate
Love that.
you saying that.
I think that's a good point to end on.
Right. Well,
Take it easy.
Thanks, Thanks,
Good luck
guys.
for Saturday. Not too much luck though, and take it easy. We'll speak to you soon, man.
All the
Have a
best,
good
man.
one,
Great
guys.
talking to
Cheers,
you.
Clint.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Peace.
See ya.